I'm Gabby Lamb.
And I'm Harper-Rose Drummond.
And you're listening to Tea Time, where we talk about the nastiest, dirtiest,
naughtiest, wildest secrets.
Enjoy. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tea Time. I'm a bitch today.
And I'm feeling sensitive and sad.
Fuck, dude. Can I look into this camera now?
You can do whatever you want. Sure.
Great.
You hate this one.
I hate that one.
Why?
I don't know. I just fucking hate it. It's intimidating. It has that little fuzzy thing on the top and that little red thing. It's like, fuck off. Why do I have to look at that one?
Okay.
For any of you who watch the YouTube, I'm so sorry if you see me constantly moving my mouth around. It's because I'm chewing on the inside of my cheeks, and I have a really bad habit of doing that. And I'm trying to hold myself accountable. So if you see me going like this today, please say stop.
Okay.
I try to cut it out.
Do you?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I try to cut around it. Yeah.
Well, if you see me doing it, please say stop.
Because I have the same habit. I do the same thing. And it's so...
Of chewing?
It's chewing the inside of your cheek.
You don't do it?
No, I actually just did what I hate what I do. I put my tongue and I feel my fake teeth. I go...
I wouldn't be able to stop that either.
It's so interesting because they're a little bit bigger than the rest of my teeth. They feel like bunny teeth. And so I just like to... I like to just check on them.
When I was little, I used to think that I could get full off of eating my boogers. And I remember when I was little writing in my fucking diary, because my mom, I never wanted to eat vegetables after dinner, right? And she would always be like, you're not leaving until you eat your vegetables. You're not getting any dessert until you eat your vegetables. And in my head, I would be like, well, guess what? I'm going to go into my room and eat my boogers.
Yeah.
That's my dessert, mommy.
I cook up my own little treat, mommy.
And I loved it. I was like, I'm going to get full off my little boogers.
Would your mom...
And I journaled about it. I fucking journaled about it.
My favorite thing about you is that you would just admit to the crime.
It was horrific. It was so gross. I think I've told the story on here before and how I stopped. I was addicted to eating my boogers the same way I'm addicted to chewing on the inside of my cheeks.
No, I have not heard this.
No, we haven't.
Maybe in an early episode.
I stopped because I remember I was at my grandma's house when I was little, and the next door neighbors that I would hang out with made fun of me, and they were like, somebody caught me because I would try to do it secretly, and somebody caught me.
I thought you were doing it openly.
I was doing it secretly.
Okay.
You know, as a true addict does.
Yeah.
Like a closet drinker, but I was a closet booger eater.
Yeah.
And somebody caught me and they were like, ew, like, why do you, like, you're going to eat your boogers forever or something? And after that, I was just like,
how did you recover? You were like, it's just a joke.
Yeah. And then I remember one time I was in my mom's car. Somebody should have called CPS because I was like 7. Why was I left in her car alone outside of Trader Joe's? Blah, blah, blah. But she was in Trader Joe's. I remember this vividly. I'm in the parking lot sitting in her car, and there's like a car next to me with people in it. And I didn't know that, but I was just in her car going to fucking town, just like eating my boogers.
Stop.
And then eventually somebody in the car next to me was like, ooh, stop. And I was just like... And I
love that.
And I stared straight forward with my hands like this. Like,
you're like...
pretending that I was invisible.
Yeah, well, because you were so embarrassed. You're like, maybe if I stay really still, it'll delete the last like 10 minutes of reality.
Ew, stop.
Fuck. That's fucked up.
That's so fucked up.
That's so funny. Okay, would your mom let you stay in the car often as a kid?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Okay, my mom, so, you know, I have a brother that's pretty close in age with me. And so like we were really close when we were younger. And my mom would always let us stay in the car whenever she went into the store. And so, and now I don't know what this bitch was on because she would give us like little like poppets and just like keep them in the car. And then
what are poppets?
They're like
the fireworks,
the confetti things.
Yeah, they're like little bags of I don't know
the fireworks, right? That you throw on the ground.
Yes, that you throw on the ground.
The snaps.
Yes, yeah, that's essentially what
those.
Well, I wish I did. So she would leave Eli and I alone in the car, and then she would go into the store, And then I'd be like, all right, Eli, let's go. And so then I would climb into the back seat and him and I would duck down and we would have the windows cracked a little bit. So, we could breathe. Can't call CPS on that girl. And so we could breathe. And then we would throw the little poppets out the window and smack them on the ground. Like when someone was walking by.
That's so heinous.
Or like when someone was getting to their car, I would sneak up to the front and still be like ducking down. And I would just hold down the horn.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I was a little monster. And it would make Eli like die laughing. It, like basically it was like performance hour.
And that's when she became a comedian. And that's when she knew.
I was like, okay. I was like, it's my time. I was like, how can I make Eli laugh today?
Laughs, and you found out that laughs were social currency.
Yes. And then my mom would get back in the car. She's like, why are you so sweaty? I'm like, I just gave the performance of my life. Yeah.
Breathing so hard.
Eli's out of breath. I'm sweaty. She's like, guys. I'm like, don't worry about us, sweetie.
I did it. I was just doing a little one. I did a little bite.
A cheek chew.
Real quick shout out. Fucking congratulations to the boys, Chad and JT.
Yeah.
Go deep. They start on, I think their show just came out on Netflix. I watched it last night.
Mm-hmm.
Really funny. Really, my phone's ringing and that's illegal. I can hear it over there.
It's so funny. I thought that was Lee's.
Each episode was it's like 20 minutes. They're really funny. It's kind of Nathan for you-y.
Okay, because they're still going to like the courts, right?
Yeah, so it's like they clip in between like them going to the courts and then like the cause that they're fighting for.
Fuck, that's so funny.
It's really funny and big congrats to them. It's also really it's one of those humbling things where I'm like, oh yeah, Tom, who is now Chad Kroger, he started out as Tom Allen. Tom and I started comedy at the exact same time.
Oh, really?
Exact same time. I remember like him and I always going to open mics together. And then like I would drop him off at his apartment, sometimes after mics and blah, 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 because I don't know if he drove or not. Anyway, it's just really a humbling experience to see the people that you started with having shows on Netflix. And you're telling a 20-minute story on a podcast about how you chew the insides of your cheeks.
Life is all about perspective, and I think that's a good one to have. I think don't change it. I think that mindset's going to get you far. I think that's good. I think
congrats to Chad and JT.
Chad and success. JT. Congrats to both of you for being, in the stand-up scene for the same amount of time
and being far more successful than. Well, I'll speak for myself. For me, and it's humbling, and it's also pretty great.
I nothing to add there. Good. Yes.
They tapped into it quick though. I remember like they became friends through stand-up and then just like created, like didn't it just start on Instagram that they would just like film these stupid things?
Yeah. Okay, stupid. Comedic geniuses.
Yeah, honestly, they are comedic geniuses. It's very fucking funny.
So I had and you did the show too. I had JT on like that one show that I did back in April. And then, my dad and my brother came.
I love him. He's so funny.
He's so funny.
He's so funny. Yeah. He's so
JT
nice.
Parr, everyone follow him.
Yeah. And
Chad goes deep.
And, but so then after the show, I was like, oh my God, Dad, like that's so fucking cute that you drove up to see the show. Like, that's awesome. And he's like, well, yeah, you had JT on. And I was like, wait, so you didn't come for me? And he's like, I've seen your shit a million times. You got fucking JT. And then my brother and dad like crowded JT after the show. And then I walk up to like go save him. I'm like, oh no, they're bothering him. And they were all like broing out. And then the day after, JT was like, wait, so what's your dad's podcast? Like, I want to listen. Like,
really?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it was so cute.
That's really cute. When I was at like I went to my dad's 70th birthday this weekend. Oh, and
he made it.
My brother, who I hardly ever talk to, was like, oh, you're friends with like Chad and JT, huh? And I was like, this is so fucking funny.
It's so fucking funny.
It's funny when your family starts thinking that you're kind of a celebrity because you're like celebrity adjacent.
Well, that's nice that your family does that. My family would be like, why are they talking to you? And I'm like, all right, humble me.
Yeah, love that honk.
Yeah, honk.
Also, so he's my second cousin, my little second cousin. So my cousin's son, he's I think 14. He thinks that I'm famous. And the other night when I was over for my dad's 70th birthday party, he's like, so what's it like having like so many followers? And I was like, I mean, I don't even have that many. I don't know. It's like whatever. And I gave him just the worst answer. And that he was excited.
Yeah, he was probably
so excited. And I immediately was just like, I mean, I don't know.
And he thought you were so cool. And you go, I don't know. I have 36,000 people watching me eat my boogers on cam. I don't know.
It's really not that even many. You're nobody now unless you have 100,000 followers, which for some reason all of our peers have now.
I literally tweeted out the other day. I was like, if you're a comedian and you have less than 100,000 followers, you legally have to quit comedy now.
You do. You legally have to. At one point, I felt so good because I was like, I remember when I hit like the 15,000 mark, I was like, whoo-wee! And now everybody's like, oh, I have like 200,000. And you're like, huh.
I know. And that is true.
It's so shitty how followers are like a form of social currency too.
Mm-hmm. It's like that Black Mirror episode with Bryce Dallas Howard, I believe it is. Did you guys watch that one?
Okay, Miss Triple Barrel name.
Miss Big Tits. No. But she like everyone walks around and basically like you have like your Instagram. It's like
I remember that one.
Social score
your social score above your head, and then it like goes down or
the one where she goes to a wedding.
Yes, she does, and then makes an ass clown out of herself because she loses
melts
it.
Down,
melts down, and then like her thing.
Then she gets into a truck with that big lesbian.
I just remember she
gets into a truck with the lesbian in the end.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
I was gonna say Big Dyke, but then I knew everybody would be like canceled. But hey, guess what?
You
did it anyway.
As punishment, you now have to eat 4 pussies.
I'll do it.
Okay.
You think that was gonna scare me?
I didn't think it was
I
gonna
know
scare
I'm
you.
a fucking half gay. I know I'm probably a full gay, but we just haven't explored that yet.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
When you're raised, never mind.
Okay.
What, by a climate denier? That does make you kind of gay.
My first crush was a girl, like a serious crush. I was like, she's the love of my. I think we talked about this, Janice.
Okay.
I love Janice. I don't know what happened to her.
Damn.
Oh well.
My first crush was on a girl in preschool. And
you're literally just trying to one up me right now. You're literally mine was in first grade. You're literally trying to one up me.
Oh my God. You're honestly so boring. I can't. But anyways, I thought her name was Aunt Lydia.
Oh, you said,
I literally thought her name was Aunt Lydia, but it was like something really pretty and not that. And then I got my first pet, which was a cat, and I named the cat after this girl.
That's really funny.
Then my mom was like, "Oh, what do you want to name the cat?" And I was like, "Aunt Lydia," like the girl in my class. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And then years later, my mom's like, "That was not her name."
That's so funny, Aunt Lydia.
Like,
isn't that the name of in Handmaid's Tale?
It is. So now I can just claim that.
The big fucking cunt.
Yes.
Speaking of which, comes out next month.
I know. Our favorite show.
Our favorite rape show.
Are we going to turn into a Handmaid's Tale companion podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
it's like when what was it that was out? Euphoria. All we talked about was Euphoria.
Yeah. And it shaped our...
dressed like it.
Yeah. It shaped our...
We talked about Euphoria a lot, huh?
Okay, you know what? It actually is really funny how impressionable we are because...
100%. I always like to think that I'm like, a unique individual, but then I just realize that I'm just following every single trend that I see on TV and on TikTok.
Yes.
Nothing unique here, sweetie.
Okay, Lee, after we left your place on Monday, we went to a mic and then, that was,
oh God.
That was a unique form of pain. But then we went home and because we have been listening to our sets and we're just not happy with them. So we're like, okay, well, we got to change. And so then we, went to a mic, we go home, and I was proud of us for this. It was hard and uncomfortable, but we listened to our fucking sets that we had just done. And then we were pausing it and working on it and whatever. But I'm working on this bit right now about how I feel like the more TikTok I watch, the gayer I'm becoming. But then also it's you're for you.
Because you're ending up on gay talk.
Yes. And I'm just okay, this is what I want. What's going on? But yeah.
That's funny because the more TikTok I watch, the more mentally disabled I become because my entire For You page are hillbilly marriages,
incest,
cross-dressers, not trans women, I mean cross-dressers.
Yeah.
Straight up deformities.
Yes, with, I don't know, I'm missing all their limbs missing.
Yeah.
And
mine's starting because you send us so much. Mine's starting to be that too.
She changed mine. She literally changed mine. And I was telling our friends last night, but Gabby went through my phone and was starting just liking all of these videos.
Because I want to bring awareness.
You're an activist of sorts.
I'm an activist, so I don't know what it, So maybe my FYP, my Explore page is informing.
It's so funny. Mine used to be very, it was so cute, so normal. And then you'd be like, look at mine.
Mine used to be only Post Malone and tattoos. And somewhere along the way, it became kids with eczema so badly that they have no hair and constant peeling skin.
Well, and then you were sending me this guy who dresses up as a woman, but then he's dancing in
Sabrina.
No. It's not Sabrina. It's the man that like he's like the tall, gangly white guy who like dances like with no lights on, but like the flash is on, and he like is dancing in like it's like a broken down, abandoned house.
And not Sabrina?
No, it's not Sabrina. Sabrina's the woman that was a sex worker, and she slept with over like.
No, bitch. That's an action. That's a different woman. Sabrina is a cross-dresser, not a trans woman. Sabrina is a man who lives in a trailer that's all, or like in some kind of weird house that's all fucked up, and there's always like 2 dogs in the background. And she's always wearing like skirts.
You've just sent me so many. It's hard to keep track.
No, this is not the sex worker woman. This is the one. That's Sabrina.
Oh, okay.
And Sabrina has a son, and
well, yeah, it started from you sending me those videos like a year ago, and then ever since you infiltrated my FYP with that, it's slow, like the cancer spread.
Unfortunately, Lee, we're gonna have to pull up Sabrina right now. Can I send you a Sabrina video?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is needed.
I think Sabrina's TikTok was taken down. Sabrina.
No. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yes. She's a trans TikToker. Okay, so she is trans. A trans TikToker was the target of a conspiracy theory. Sabrina Prater. Wait, okay, I'm so sorry that we're doing this now, but now people think she's a serial killer. That's the conspiracy.
Okay, so when we launched our YouTube channel and you thought I was deleting comments, I'm not deleting comments. When I respond to comments, you just don't see them anymore. You have to choose to see responded to comments. When you log on to the app, it only shows you it defaults to unresponded to comments.
Oh, okay.
So because I respond to the most heinous and I say thanks for watching.
That's so fucking funny.
I tell them to subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah,
what I do when people leave shitty comments on our Instagram is I pin the comments to be extra
That is really
obnoxious.
funny.
Okay, hold on.
Remember, this is the one that people kept like remaking?
Yes.
They kept like stitching it and adding themselves to Sabrina dancing. Look at these were so funny. I was obsessed with these. I can't believe her TikTok is gone.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You would send me
Sabrina.
all of these, and they would have me crying.
They're so
God.
funny.
Okay, here we go.
And people just kept jumping on them.
Yeah.
What's the song?
Oh, I don't know if we can play this audio. Okay.
It is, and everyone would like remake them and edit themselves
So
in.
there's like one with like 400 people in it, and they're all like dancing like they're being held hostage.
Yeah, what is she doing in the
This is what she does though.
This
It's
is what
always
she
like in
does.
this fucked up house.
And the lights are always off, and then it's only like the flash is on, and like someone superimposed themselves or like green screened this, but like
She's like clearly filming herself on self-timer. Oh God, it's so funny. It's so funny. I can't believe she got all of these conspiracy theories. I love that there's always conspiracy theories about people.
Well, there's one about that TikToker. Do you know anything about Gabby Hanna?
No, but you guys always talk about her.
Oh, okay, the only reason this is sad, but the only reason
This
I
fucking
know.
episode was supposed to be all about prom, and now it's about TikTok.
Sorry, it's called Cancer of the Mind, baby. Look it up. But so fucking Gabby Hanna is this social media influencer girl, and now I do sound millennial. But so she's like this like TikToker, and I found out who she was when I went viral for a bad reason on Twitter in like 2021 or something. Like I did like some stupid ass picture that went viral, and everyone was dragging me. They're like, ew, this is like some Gabby Hanna ass humor. Fuck you.
What is
and
that?
When I was getting death threats, that was through that fucking, that was through when I went like viral on the dark side of Twitter.
Yeah.
And so anyways, apparently Gabby Hanna just had like a mental breakdown and posted like 200 videos in the span of an hour, I believe it was, or 2 hours. And she invited she was saying it's like some random guy that like found her house, and then she's like there's like lipstick writing all over her mirror, and she just keeps like dancing with this random guy. She's like, I'm a descendant of God. And it's like being very wild. And she's done.
Is she doing this for like attention, or is she actually having a mental breakdown?
So that's the conspiracy right now. Everyone's like, I can't tell if she's severely manic and just doing cringe, because when everyone was dragging me, they're like, you're fucking cringe like Gabby. And I was like, okay, Jesus, like I'll delete the picture, like fuck. But like she's she's like just manically posting.
Well, now we have to play some of her shit.
Okay,
We don't have to right now, but
when
after.
we,
Yeah, I'll show you.
so what I was trying to get to about the YouTube comments is no, I don't delete. I respond to the most heinous and I tell them to subscribe to Patreon. But the ones I did delete were I could tell that they were YMH fans because they were calling us female Andrew Tate. They were calling you guys.
Well, I don't know. It's very
female
like.
Andrew
So I
Tate.
asked her yesterday who Andrew Tate is because I don't know who he is.
And I
I'm
played
not
you
caught
some
up
of-
on anything.
So
I played her some of his
So
videos.
I first found out about him through YMH. YMH started, and
Clowning on him?
started clowning on him because he thinks that he's one of these guys like Jordan Peterson who
Well, he's a little different than that because there's video. So yes, he's a self-proclaimed misogynist.
He ran a cam girl. He ran a cam girl house. So
yeah,
he
but
wasn't,
he also
Jordan
beat
Peterson?
no.
No, Andrew Tate.
Oh.
Jordan Peterson, he has a PhD, correct or no?
I don't know.
Jordan
Okay.
Peterson? I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, he's
He's
a doctor.
professor, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's like very extreme.
It's just old school vibes and so,
Major. That's a way to put it. Yeah.
and so, but Andrew Tate is like misogynist. He
Self-proclaimed misogynist.
Yes,
he's self-proclaimed
and
misogynist.
there's a video of him punching a girl and beating a woman.
Oh really?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And
Hell yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh, we had an understanding. It was a joke." And I'm like, no.
Is he closeted?
So
Well,
I don't think so, but he just tries to tell guys like to be rich and man up.
Well,
and
they
you'll-
should.
And then
Well,
you'll
he-
get
he-
laid.
Well, yeah, they
markets-
should, and they will.
And so now because we ended up on weird fucking on shitty incel
We
side
ended up
of
on incel.
YouTube.
we
Yeah.
did end up
Yeah.
on fucking incel.
And you can clip this up and say, hey, guess what, guys? We know that we are now infiltrating the incel side of YouTube, and y'all can fuck off.
Okay, the anime clip is getting
Oh, they're so mad.
Oh my-
they're
last
so
night.
They're
mad.
so mad about
On the
anime
YouTube,
clip.
are you looking at the YouTube
No,
comments? on
I
the
stay
anime
off of
clip?
the YouTube comment. It's just a little too. I don't like to read
Art,
those
it's-
comments.
the
It's
anime clip
all
was-
angry nerds.
it's so
all
funny.
angry nerds.
But here's the thing. Okay,
People are-
I'm gonna address this really quick because people are getting so fucking goddamn angry. And someone messaged me. He's been following me since like I first started stand up. He found whatever. But like he's like, wow, you know what? The longer I follow you, the meaner you get. And I'm like, that's the business, baby. No,
It is the business. You get hardened
sorry,
after a while.
Bitch. But so many people are getting so triggered. Even like our friends last night were like, that actually is not okay.
the anime clip.
Yes, and I'm like,
Nerds
no,
draw
well,
anime. It's not even.
But here's the
Then
thing.
there are plenty of people being like, "I'm a hot girls draw anime." Da, da, da. It's like, okay, but
you know
like,
what?
in middle school, in high school, it was
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
That's-
It was the people that
it was the
hide-
Columbine shooters
in school. Yeah.
Yes,
It was
That
the fucking
yes.
literally they would fucking draw they would draw Goku on their fucking manifesto.
Yeah, they would.
And that's just what it is.
Before
And it is what it is, what it
became
is.
cool. Now it's cool.
And now
and-
it's cool. And yeah, there are a bunch of hot people that are into it. Okay, great. But I'm saying when our fucking old asses, keep in mind, we're fucking like 30, whatever. But like,
that was
31.
so hard for you to say.
what?
That
Well,
was
because I was
so
talking,
hard
like,
for
I'm
you to
29 and
say.
she's 31. So I was trying to merge the age. I was like,
we're 30.
I was coming
30.
I was coming to terms with I'm 30, okay? I'm 29, bitch. Okay. But like when we were in high school, that is like 10 years ago, that was a true fucking statement.
it was. I know, and people are like commenting on it being like outdated statement, boomer statement, and it's like, okay, we're not boomers.
Okay,
but-
well then whatever.
Basically.
Okay, also, Hayao Miyazaki is like the best fucking, he's the best. And he's only did like Spirited Away.
Nobody's
And-
saying that anime is bad. We were just
Princess
saying that it was
Mononoke.
the dorky
I love
kids
anime.
that
It's so
grew it
fucking
in
dorky.
school. It was the dorky kids that grew it in school. That's
Cowboy
not
Depop is iconic. And like,
Yeah.
it's so fucking funny. They're like, oh, you disrespectful
So
cunt. Also,
triggered, so
here's the
triggered.
thing. I saw
Our
someone,
podcast is so fucking triggering. People hate. And the amount of comments.
People hate us.
They hate us.
No, they fucking
But they
hate
women.
us,
They hate
dude.
women because people.
They
There's so
hate
many
women.
comments that are like, another example of why women shouldn't have podcasts.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
yeah, or someone commented on YouTube, a couple of fatherless women.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I
fatherless
got a
five.
dad. He's fucking.
You
Yeah,
guys
both of our
have
Is
dads
he
dads.
there?
are bald. And
Physically.
they're ever present
I'm
in
the
our
one without a
lives.
dad. I don't
Yeah.
have a dad.
There's the
Also,
fatherless woman over there.
Yeah.
Here's
Lee.
the thing. Andrew
I will
Tate.
take my fucking long pussy lips and wrap them around your fucking heads.
But because of the comments that calling us Andrew Tate, now we're getting so one of our top search terms is coming from Andrew Tate.
Fuck you and fuck off. But here's the thing, you guys. This
I
is
think he'd like
this
us.
Is what
he would
fucking,
like us.
I think
This
he
is what is confusing though, because like
Stop.
Andrew Tate will get up there and be like, "Well, if the plane was going down and it was going to crash either way, wouldn't you feel more comfortable if a man was the pilot?" And it's like, no.
Don't you think this could be like a Candace Owens type thing though? Where it's
I do,
just,
100%.
I honestly do.
Yeah.
I also think that like clearly he grew up as a fucking, and I'm just speculating,
as
but
an anime guy.
he grew up as a fucking goddamn loser.
100%.
He was an anime kid.
Yeah.
He was a dorky fucking goth kid.
And now he's trying to
With
appeal.
acne and wore his and he had his hair in front of his face and he would have his little hood up.
100%. And then
One
he,
day I'll show them while
and
he's
then he
scribbling
started-
fucking fat tits on
they
Goku.
started shooting tea and going to the gym.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because
There
he
it
has
is.
to like, and here's the thing. You want to talk about like a bald masculine icon? I know you're thinking Rogan.
I am.
I'm thinking David Goggins or whatever the fuck that guy's name. The one
I
who's
was
always
thinking
like,
Rogan.
Stay hard. That guy who's always running. He's always running, and he'll deliver like a 9-minute monologue while he's running. And then at the very end, he goes, "Stay hard," and it's so fucking funny. But he was like in the Marine. Or,
YMH Tools on him too.
Oh, okay. He is. Oh my god. I used to be a barista, and I would get in trouble all the time because I would be behind the bar just watching his videos with my coworkers because we thought they were so funny. But anyways, that's like a guy who's like masculine and super like into like being ripped and like the man, but he's not out here like, yeah, and I can rape you too, like But Andrew Tate gets up here and he's like, yeah, listen to my sciences about the women body.
Andrew Tate.
I hope he listens. He would be a fan of us.
All right, let's get into prom.
Get into it. We've spent a lot of time talking about
Are we
insane
gonna
things.
Are we gonna talk about our own prom?
Yeah.
We are real quick.
Okay, yeah. This episode
Well,
is
you don't
about
rush. We can go
proms.
long.
We love to see. It's mostly about TikTok, but with a side of prom. And I think we all have some cute little prom stories. And Hunky, why don't you start us off with yours?
My prom, I think I went to prom twice. And not because I was like hot and people wanted to take me out, just because one of my best friends, he was a couple grades older than us and was gay and would take me. So I think my first prom was with him, Bryce. Shout out to Bryce. Don't edit his name out because he listens to this podcast. Fuck you. Okay, Bryce, remember, what if he is like, please don't put my name in this? Oh, well, you're going to find out, sweetie.
He sues us.
Yeah. No, because I remember it was me, Bryce, and a friend of mine who, asked another person who was like, please don't say my name on the podcast. So I won't say her name on the podcast.
Okay.
Anyway, so Bryce and her and I go to prom. And as we're going in, Bryce is like, he pulls out a bag of pills and he's like,
were you a junior or a senior?
I don't remember. I must have been a sophomore.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he was a grade above us.
Okay.
Or 2 grades. I don't know. Whatever. I don't remember when it was. Maybe it was junior. Anyway, he's like, do you want to do ecstasy? And I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, I barely drink. I have no idea. I've never smoked weed, nothing. And he's like, you want to do ecstasy? And I was like, well, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Bold thing to just be like,
that's so fucking funny.
Dive right in. And I think maybe I have talked about it on here before, but I was rolling so motherfucking hard. I've never had as good of a roll ever again. That was the ultimate roll.
I feel like your first roll.
Good roll, yeah.
Your first roll, were you drunk?
And that was that dirty ecstasy. I don't think so because I didn't even really drink back then. That was that dirty fucking early 2000s ecstasy.
It had like battery acid.
With the print on it.
Yeah, battery acid with fucking meth in it.
Yeah.
And whatever else, bath salts.
Shit got you fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so fun. And I remember we had a hotel room down there, and then like all of the other kids were at prom, fucking pussies, all got drunk and were crying and we're like, because when you're a teenager, you don't know how to get drunk.
We're about to graduate, you guys. And you're over here like, I'm having fun.
And I was just fucking. I remember we're in this hotel, and I'm just like running up and down the hallways, being like, yeah. Breathing fire. Oh my God. And all the other kids crying. My boyfriend's being mean. I was like, take some ecstasy, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, and then pussy started to die from it. And then,
and then they started getting fentanyl.
And then you're like, oh no, life gone too soon. But
honestly, I wish that they could have experienced how fun that ecstasy was. And that was
before it got dark.
Yeah, I guess so. And that was, I think, my first prom. And then the second one, I don't even fucking remember. I don't remember it at all.
Did you drink at your second prom?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I have no recollection of my second prom. Of my actual senior prom, I don't know how. I don't remember anything about it.
Obsessed.
But I do remember doing ecstasy the first time I went to prom.
That's honestly, that's good. I love that. I went to 3 proms. I went to the first prom I went
Miss
to,
Big Tits.
honey, for a loser, I didn't do too bad. But so I first went to prom I think, a junior.
Also, not you being a hot girl. You
What are
posted
you
that
talking
prom.
about?
Okay, don't. That prom picture that you posted, I was like, okay, Miss Hot. Now, this is why these predators are fucking going in on these young girls. You looked good.
I was rapeable back then.
You were.
Yeah.
Way less now, but back then,
they were
I
like,
would
I'm going to breed you whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Little like high tits.
No, my tits used to be right up here.
Great skin. You looked really cute.
Okay, thank you so much.
Honk, if I was a male predator, guess what? I would have snatched you right out of that playground.
That really means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, Bonk. Not so much now. 100%
No,
not
right now, I look like I'm going to go to a pumpkin patch and then spray paint the pumpkins.
Yeah, you look like an old fucking beastie cunt now.
Okay,
but
you look like you crawled out of a meth layer. But here's what I know to be true. Okay, but here's the thing. I went with this guy. His name's Marcelo, LOL, and don't edit his name out. And I met him because my dad was writing a story on the kids that were in Robot Club. And my dad's like, hey, I need you to come help me. And I'm like, Dad, I don't want to fucking go look at these robot club losers. And I walk in and I made eye contact with Marcelo. And
Did he draw anime?
No, he didn't.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
So I guess he wasn't really meant to be in that club. But yeah, and then we went and it was so cute and sweet. I was really shy. So I think I barely danced the whole night. But whatever, it was cute. We dated for a hot second and we would make out and I was too afraid to do anything else. So then I would make up an excuse for him to leave. And it was kind of fun. And then I went to prom with my stupid ass boyfriend my senior year of high school. And I just had mono that I got from a frat boy down in South Carolina. It doesn't matter how I got it. Anyways, then I went to a prom with him and how he asked me out. He dressed up as a gorilla and was like something about it would be bananas if you went to prom with me.
I love that.
He was ignoring my texts all day and he was in the trunk of the car where all of our friends were. So they picked me up.
Thank you.
And he picked me up and they were like, oh, Harper, have you heard from Jonathan? And I was like, no, fuck him. I can't believe him. He's ignoring me. What a fucking deadbeat. And then everyone's just kind of awkward. And I was like, okay, what? So I can't talk my shit? All right. And then we get to the mall or whatever. And then he popped out. So he heard me talking shit on him the whole time I was in the car.
But he still asked you?
Yeah. He said,
that's because you looked good back then.
Yeah, he said, you know what? Miss Perky Tits can say whatever she wants. Yeah. And then my friend Mikey, who was actually one of the first people to tell me that I should get into stand-up, he asked me to go to, while I was dating Jonathan, he was like, hey, I don't know if this is weird, but will you go with me to my prom at my school? And I was like, fuck it. And then I did. And then my mom, she was nice to me when I went with Marcelo, but for my senior year, we got into huge fights, nasty fights before each one. And it's really funny to look at these pictures where I'm just smiling with everyone because I was screaming bloody murder, red in the face, crying.
It's really giving Miss Popular. It's giving Miss Popular that classic story of Lucky. It really is. She's so lucky. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, okay.
She's a star. No, because on the outside, you're hot. You're popular. Everybody, we get it. Everybody's going out of their way to ask you to prom. We get it. And then at home, you're being kicked down the stairs by your fucking mom. But honk, not you being asked out by not a single fucking person asked me to prom. Nobody even looked. I went with my gay friend Bryce, who was like, "You want to go?" And then gave me ecstasy. That was it. And then my other friend, who was my best friend at the time, her and I went as a couple of fucking big ol' dykes. And
stop, Gabby.
Big ol' hot dykes. And that's
okay. Stop, because I know you just want to fucking use that word because I cannot.
I was the only one who was ripping through prom, having a good ass time.
Fuck.
I wasn't hot either.
I drank after both of my senior year proms, but I didn't. I don't think I drank for junior.
We went to my buddy's backyard and just had a fire and drank in his backyard.
The fact that our parents were just yeah, go. How do they not think that teenagers aren't going to go get so fucked up?
Well, this is also something that I'm really happy that we're talking about this because I remember in high school everyone was like, prom is going to be the best night of your fucking life.
Oh my God.
And when I tell you, I can remember just from talking to other people and looking at the pictures, but that shit didn't make a fucking lasting impression on me.
Not at all. I don't remember mine. I just remember doing Ecstasy.
So the craziest,
which is pretty fun.
So the craziest part of my own junior prom was that the whole time I dated this girl, her family hated me, and they used to call the cops on me for hanging out with her.
Why?
And they just hated me. I'm
sorry, that was a delayed reaction, but that's really funny.
I was like a blue-haired little shitty punk kid, and we started dating when in middle school, so she was her mom thought she was too young to date, and so It was just, and her mom was like,
Jealous of
her
you.
mom was not even in the household. Her mom like had gotten removed from care and was just like starting to come back in her
my
life.
God, okay.
And then we start dating. So the mom was like, no, you can't be dating boys because I'm just starting to come back around.
Right. Okay.
And so they hated me. So our whole relationship, we had to like hide in secret. And in junior year,
Very Romeo and Juliet.
it was very, yes. And in junior year, she got kicked out of her house for still dating me and came and lived with me. And so at prom,
In junior, you
went
got so young.
at
I
prom, we
know.
went home together and had sex in my living room.
Jesus. Not the laugh that follows it. In my living room.
It's fucked up, right?
I can't imagine my parents kicking me out. Kicking you out at 16?
Yeah,
No.
about
That's
16
so
or 17.
fucking young.
I
think she
barely
was
slept
17.
at home my senior year of high school, but I very much still lived there. But like, no, like that, yeah, kicking your kid out. Look, I also, here's the fucking thing to the fucking parents out there. Nope, okay, whatever. But here's the thing, it's like, if your kid's a little fucking rowdy asshole, maybe also take a look inwards because, bitch, like they haven't been out, like, this is all on you.
You think parents had time to do that back then?
No.
Our boomer ass parents? Fuck no.
No, they were a
No, and they're
nightmare.
all drinking like,
They're all a bunch of smoking alcoholics being
Yeah.
like, when I was your age, I was not.
which to your point of saying that, like, whenever I've talked about my high school experience before being like, oh my God, I was this huge loser. I had zero
Okay,
friends.
nobody fucking believes that. Looking at those pictures.
but no,
She was a secret hot girl.
No, but
yeah, she was.
Yeah.
But not even a secret.
I'm
She's trying to make us
say-
feel
make
bad
a
for
point,
her.
Gabby. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is like I really did feel like that, but then I think it's because like my mom and I fought so much, and she was like this like crazy mean bitch growing up, and so I'm like, oh fuck, like I think I just let her perception or like. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I felt like my mom's view of me is what everyone else saw. And so I don't know, because now I look back and I'm like, oh wait, I wasn't a fucking loser. Like, why was like,
Yeah, did you have
Yeah.
friends and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
You were like a hot, popular girl. So my mom's opinion of me actually did inform how everybody felt about me. So you could say that I've been through worse. Not that it's a competition.
No, yeah, well, it's not a competition.
It's not a
All right,
competition.
now that
yeah,
we're
I also didn't have
now
tits.
that we're an hour in, let's.
Are
read
we an
some-
hour in?
Yeah, we're.
I'm so
4.
sorry, you guys.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, you guys. Okay. I
No,
start.
I'm editing some of it down, so
Okay.
it won't be quite an hour.
I start. Or
You
you start.
yeah, I start. Okay, now Lee, get those little typing fingers ready because I don't know half of what's going on in here. Okay, hi guys. When I first saw this prompt, I didn't think I had any stories because my proms were fairly boring. But then I remembered some childhood/teen memories that I think I've blocked out because they were so weird. From ages 11 to 15, my sister and I were part of an organization. Okay, we're part of an organization called the International Order of Rainbow for Girls.
Wait, what? Read that again?
Okay. From ages 11 to 15, my sister and I were part of an organization called the International Order of Rainbow.
What?
I know.
I have it.
For girls, a Masonic organization originally created in the 1920s for daughters of the Masons. So we're going to hit pause here. You got me fucked up and down and sideways.
This is giving some FLDS shit.
I know. Check this shit. And she sent us pictures too.
Well,
This shit,
I assume they look a little bit like this.
literally like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can plug these.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So
God.
you guys, I'll finish reading her thing in 1 second. But one time I accidentally walked in on a Freemason meeting and they were all,
I'm sorry. Where the fuck did you accidentally walk in on
Yeah.
a Freemason meeting?
I was with my ex-girlfriend and we were at the Magic Castle and we were trying to find the bathroom and we walked all the way downstairs and we walked in and they were having a fucking
Oh,
free,
of course they do Freemasons
Yes,
at the
they
Magic
do.
Castle.
Yes.
That's funny.
I know, so fucking whack.
Yeah.
And we walked in and I was just like, oh my God. And then they said something and then like my ex-girlfriend has anger issues and then she started like screaming at them and I was like, okay.
My cousin and uncle are Freemasons.
Okay.
I
can
wanted-
someone
But-
answer
I don't
me?
understand
But
what
they're
they are.
super. But they're
It's like a fraternity for adults.
But they're super I feel like they're super discriminatory against my uncle because he's Jewish, and I don't think that.
yeah,
they
it's like
really
some
respect
Christian
him.
white power shit. What the
But
fuck
it's
is it?
not Christian. It's just it's more. It's kind of like AA, where you believe in a higher power of your choice. But
So what's the purpose of these meetings?
It used to be like a fraternal order where it was like a brotherhood where like if you knew each other through that, you kind of got priority with things because the people who were members were like higher in society. So they would kind of it's like having friends in show business. You know, it would be like having like your agent knows other agents and they all talk and they help each other get things. It's kind of like that. You know?
Okay.
But
it's giving Scientology.
But nowadays it's kind of just like adult Boy Scouts.
Interesting. Okay, well, this is super weird. Okay, so...
And they do community service and stuff.
Okay, a Masonic organization originally created in the 1920s for daughters of the Masons. It's so fucking bizarre that we were involved in this for so long because my parents are normal, but I think it's because my grandma suggested we join. We had to dress up in formal dresses and had secret ceremonies with rituals we had to memorize, just like the Masons.
No.
It's not as sinister as people think, but definitely super embarrassing to think back on. I attached some pictures I found online when I Googled the organization. Okay, so they're not her pictures, they're what you were looking up. Anyway, we occasionally had dances with the male counterpart organization, and most of them were hillbilly country boys, LMAO. I thought one of them was so cute, and he clearly felt the same, but since I was still 11 or 12, our friends did that awkward middle school thing where they forced us together on the dance floor. It was probably the first time I was that close to a boy, and I was full of butterflies. There were some indications right off the bat that he was a little dumb, but I overlooked that because of the hormones pulsing through my body. Ew. After we saw...
Did she say ew or did you say ew?
She said ew, and so then I said ew because I was reading it.
So the answer was she said ew.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. After we saw each other for a few more dances, the excitement and newness wore off, and it became clear that he was actually a little slow. The last convo we had was me asking if he had any siblings, and he said, "What's that?"
No, what?
So I ghosted him and fully ignored him whenever I saw him after that. Now I'm trying to go and scrub that from my memory again. Thanks for reading. And then these are just the pictures she sent.
Yeah, it's giving very FLDS.
Yeah, it's exactly what we looked at.
Okay.
But yeah, hunk.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess you could say that's pretty much fucked up and weird.
Rumor has it that he's still out there looking for the meaning of a sibling.
Not. Do you have any siblings?
Stop
What's
chewing.
that? That would be kind of funny though.
What would be funny?
If you were on a date with someone as an adult and you just decided just to like, did you guys ever see that awful movie Yesterday?
No. Yes.
Okay, right?
Yes, the Beatles one?
Yes.
The fuck was that piece of shit?
Oh my God, that wasn't the trailer looked like it was going to be really cute.
I was so excited.
I was kind of like, oh, it's giving like across the universe vibes. Like this is going to be really artistic and cool, and it seemed funny. And then I was watching it and I was like, oh, someone took a diarrhea. Someone diarrheaed in the writer's room.
And then played the Beatles in the background.
Of the diarrhea.
Yeah.
I would have rather listened to the hot diarrhea just fumbling and tumbling out of an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would rather watch Two Girls, One Cup than Yesterday.
You know what?
Two Girls, One Cup was a cinematic masterpiece compared to Yesterday.
Our good buddy Matt LeGrand, don't bleep his name out. Our good buddy Matt LeGrand sends us, he does like a video of the week to our group chat. And this video of the week that he sent us was a girl in doggy style position.
Lee would like this.
Lee, you would love this. So she's in doggy style and she's wearing a thong. The thong's tucked to the side. And she's making noises,
like
kind of like
noises.
you would see in like a hentai, like wait. And then she farts, and would you say 3 particles of poop fly at like a high velocity out of her asshole,
speed out of her asshole.
Yeah,
nice.
Ew. Okay.
And that's what I would rather watch than the movie Yesterday.
Should we keep it moving?
Yeah.
Now that we're 4 hours into this podcast, Jesus,
we
Christ.
went full Rogan on your ass today.
Yeah, we did. We really did.
Yeah.
We honestly really did. All right. School dance and creepy cops. My memories of high school dances are vague because I was a partier and didn't want to bother with dances. Yeah. I just wanted to go to the after parties. I graduated in 2005 for reference. Okay, so you're ancient.
This is only 2 years before me.
Ancient.
And I stayed back twice. That's the year I should have graduated.
Okay, you did not stay back twice.
No, okay, I'm just kidding. You're not actually ancient. just because it sounded like Lee took that personal, and I just want to make everybody feel comfortable that I don't actually think you're ancient.
Yeah, we don't
Actually,
actually
I
want Lee to
wasn't
kill
that-
himself.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I graduated in 2005 for reference. There also was a lot of, as Harper would say, raperoni and cheese going on, so I've blocked it out.
Ew.
Interesting. However, I do remember leaving one high school dance, and my friend and I got pulled over right outside. We hadn't started drinking yet, luckily, but we did have alcohol in the car. And the cops made us stand outside of our car in our dresses and dump out everything we had. Is that legal? I mean, if alcohol's not open, is that legal to do?
If you're underage.
If you're underage,
Really?
yeah, they can.
Yeah.
I remember everyone else who was leaving the dance driving by and just staring at us and laughing. I honestly just wished the cop would hurry the fuck up so we could get going to this party. Unrelated, but we got pulled over on a separate occasion and the cops did the same thing, except they had us line the empty beer cans on the hood of the car and made us pose for pictures with them
So funny.
if we wanted to be let go. How fucking creepy. And they were all laughing and telling us how to pose and then let us go. I still wonder if what they did with those pictures.
Jerked off.
But they had us line the empty beer cans on the hood of the car. That's fucking insane. And made them pose in front of him. Fuck off, ACAB, dude.
And then they put about like, hey boys, look what we got.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
underage
100%.
girls. How were they telling? Also, can you tell us how they were telling you to pose? Like, what were they having
Human
you do?
centipede.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, or one of the girls was doing a handstand and then the other girl was holding her legs.
Okay, there's actually a lot of there's a few stories of cops that like will rape women.
What do you mean a few stories? Yes, this happens all the time.
It happens all the
Jesus
time.
Christ.
Like
Yeah.
where it's
And Lee, you're a
And then
victim
they don't get
blamer.
in trouble for it, huh?
No, they don't.
No.
It's so fucked up.
And that's on Boys in
It-
Blue.
A few have gotten in trouble because they've like gone way overboard with it and they get caught.
And they just keep
Way
raping.
overboard.
Yeah.
Oh, and then what? Then everybody believes them after what? The 100th rape is
They
reported.
go, all right, Carl,
All
it's
right,
not
we're-
just a Wednesday night anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
We're catching on to something.
You just fucked the whole cheerleading squad. One wasn't enough. You know,
Yeah.
you got greedy after Melissa. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Fuck,
all
that's
right.
funny. But I think that's it for the topic. Love you guys. P.S. Gabby's hair is dirty blonde now. And people need to stop hating because she's a hot bitch with big, juicy lips. Gabby, I need an update on Miss P and how she's doing. We should unpack that, but I don't know if that's a good idea to do right now in the middle of the podcast.
Well, I'll do it. It doesn't even have to be that long. Miss P's doing great. All right.
We don't know that she still has a little hoarse meow, and I heard those coughings the other day. She was coughing.
I want everyone to remember that we create our own realities, and
Harper
that
literally doesn't
is-
age and looks exactly how she did in high school.
Guess you found out on Benjamin fucking Button. Okay. Hi. Or no, that what's the other movie where you don't
You are Benjamin Button. You just
Tuck
keep getting older
Everlasting.
and older and older.
Tuck Everlasting. Okay.
Get older.
Tuck Everlasting. Hi. My senior prom was a pretty eventful night. But this isn't the most exciting story. My ex-boyfriend was on house arrest at the time of prom, so I went with my two friends. One of my friends was 16 dating a 29-year-old Lee and ended up getting in a fight because he was insecure and was accusing her of flirting / dancing with other guys. Blah, blah, blah. Honey. So she spent the majority of the night on her phone crying. My other friend pre-gamed too hard and ended up getting fucked up and sick. So we had to leave early before we got caught. Good times. I also found out a few days later that my ex had some hoe over on prom night while on house arrest. LMAO. Here's a collage of prom pics from my mom's Facebook. LMAO. I'm in the black. Friends who got fucked up is in the purple. And friend dating the 29-year-old is in the colorful dress. Love you, honks. Here you go, Bonk. So couple things.
Okay, you look great.
No, literally gorgina.
What? Yeah. Holy shit. Girls looking good. These underage girls.
Okay. Well, that's what that 29-year-old was. He said,
All of these girls look so fucking cute.
yeah, speaking of, remember how we were talking about Gabby Hanna? Another thing she's getting in trouble for is because she referred to minors as forbidden fruit. Tell me those pictures don't
Oh
lie.
my god, you guys are so cute. Love.
I know, so fucking cute and sweet.
Hey, send those to me.
Okay, Lee has a
Hey, send
stomach.
those to me.
Okay. That's honestly really fucking cute though. But
Okay,
you
wait.
guys looked cute, not your friend getting stashed and you getting cheated on.
We've all been through it. All right. So here's one from
Gabby's
our
pro statch.
yeah, I am.
Oh no, she loves it. Yeah.
Here's one from the elite honk.
Oh.
So this is a Patreon submitter.
Okay.
Hello. Hey, hunkies. I'm sort of laughing at myself for using this email, but also I pay for it, so I might as fucking well. You can read it on either episode. I'm not picky. Well, you made it to this one, queen. I had a super uneventful homecoming and a boring prom. I wasn't cool enough to get invited to parties, but I did grow up here and ask someone to the Sadie Hawkins dance. We did not have that.
Me either.
Our school was not progressive.
No.
No, not like that. Sadie Hawkins dance with me my junior or senior year of high school. I didn't end up going. More on that later. So there was this exchange student from Brazil. Let's call him John. Classic. I thought John was cute, and he also thought I was cute. So I asked him to Sadie's. I made a poster with some lame pun about Portuguese. I think it was something like, Portuguese, it'd be nice to go to Sadie's with you. That's pretty cute. Or something like that. John ended up saying yes, but then he got in trouble with his host family or something and ended up not going. He was grounded. I thought he was lying and letting me down easy. 2 weeks after that, I noticed he vanished. Whoa. So I asked him, what if this just turns into like some insane like drug trafficking story? Turned out that John was a 40-year-old man masking as a young Portuguese man so he could steal young women. Okay. So I asked my friend who had a few classes with him and where he went. This kid was fucking deported from the US and expelled from my school. He hid some weed for his buddies, and his host family called the police when they found it. A wild rumor for sure, but it was true. Oh, that's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh out of high school, I discovered the truth. Oh. I had this weird friends with benefits type situation with this guy John was friends with. We'll call him Brandon. I thought Brandon was annoying, but he was sort of in love with me. As it turns out, the weed John got deported for was his.
Fuck.
This freakazoid also told me he had a crush on me in high school that same night, which I doubted until my friend Kate told me she heard about it. She was a band kid and he was a film kid. They hung out first period in the same hallway, so she had quite literally overheard it. Hilarious side note, I'd buy weed from Brandon after ending the weird off and on thing. Every time he dropped it off, he would tell me he loved me as his shitty car sat idling in my mom's driveway. I shit you not. Sorry this was so long. It wasn't that long at all.
No, honey, you were great. Oh my God.
Wait, okay, so John was selling weed to Brandon?
Yes.
Okay.
And then John got deported for weed that wasn't his.
Yeah, okay.
And
Or
then
it was his.
but then Brandon was jealous and wanted him out so he could get to Miss Girl.
Okay.
And now she's still buying
What
weed
if we
from
both
him.
just passed out?
Yeah.
This whole building just collapses.
What if I shit my pants? Okay. Ready, honk?
I need your iPad because you know mine is acting a goddamn fool. So can you cue one up, Honker?
I don't remember what I sent you, so if you recognize any of these, honk?
Okay, Honk. Emails. I feel like we didn't unpack that at all, but all I know is
There was
crazy.
a lot going on.
There
and
was a lot going
and
on.
it didn't really have anything to do with prom.
It was interesting.
Well, here's
I'll
something.
say what was fucked up was the family calling to deport him. Sucks.
Yeah, we got to stop deporting everyone. Just chill the fuck out.
Deport yourselves.
Yeah.
Go back to fucking Germany or wherever you're from, you fucking Nazi pigs.
Hi, honks and hentai lover. In high school, I was a huge loser I bet you're lying. When it came to guys and dating, I was actually pretty, but a little heavy, but not by much. Okay, it's giving very critical. My whole life, everyone made it seem like the big dances were something no one should miss because you'll be missing out on big important memories.
Yeah, big time.
Ha! I tried going to some homecomings and to the junior prom. Ended up having to sell the tickets because I couldn't get dates to any of them. Oh my God. And no one ever asked me to be their date. Okay, well, everyone's
Why
fucking
don't you just go
stupid.
with a friend?
I know, just go with your friends. Or you know what? I went to the fucking Valentine's Day dance alone.
Hire a sex worker. Go with them.
Oh my God. Or like, do you have like a weird uncle? You should have just brought him. He would have been
an escort.
cheesing to go. Okay. Senior year, I went to homecoming and prom. Okay. Redemption. Homecoming wasn't so bad. It was casual dress code, and I begged one of my girlfriends to go since I already had the tickets. So we went to with our friend who for some reason didn't like her date but said yes to him. So we were like a buffer. It was actually kind of fun, and not having a date wasn't painfully obvious. But prom was awful. I regret going. It would have been so much cooler to not have gone at all. I could have just chalked it up to grunge and rock and roll. I had to take a total stranger that someone in my family dug up for me. Bitch. Okay. It's giving Craigslist. I literally met him for the first time at my house before we left.
What is like a mail order bride?
Literally. Okay. Left for the dance. We never
You just said hire a sex worker.
Okay. And
I guess they actually fucking did.
Yeah.
Wait, so her parents just brought somebody?
Normalize sex work for teens. Okay. So, okay.
Yes. Yes.
You're gonna clip that off and cancel me. Okay. We never spoke again after that night.
What?
Can't blame him, given the sitch. At the time, your writing is like sassy and cunty. I'm kind of into it. Okay. Can't blame him, given the sitch. At the time, it was just something to fix a problem since my parents bought the tickets and dress already. Now, 25-ish years later, OMG, humiliating for that dance and others. I asked some guys and they all said no. Oh, bless you. I stupidly had my parents shell out the money for the prom because, again, my whole life I was told by everyone, especially extended family, to not worry about boys and dating. It would for sure happen in high school. Well, it really goes to show they didn't know shit and set me up for nothing but heartache.
Jesus. All of this, I love that this story was about prom, but it unpacked
so
all
much
of her emotional trauma.
I'm really happy you wrote in because I can tell that this is healing, and I love that. Okay, I want to like fight your family because they seem crazy. Okay,
oh my God.
And I love this. Okay, it would for sure happen in high school. They set me up for nothing but heartache. If I was a guy, I would have felt entitled to a date or girlfriend. But as a girl, I only felt there was something wrong with me, and still do. Big fuck you to them. Really, I've told them stuff like that. I don't take shit when it comes to certain relatives. Also, to this day, I still feel that, I'm still that same dateless loser. Bitch,
Do not call yourself
You need to get up off the fucking ground and stop calling yourself that, Miss Girl.
Lee would date you.
Lee would come on your face and then give you a bouquet of roses
and massage your feet.
And he would actually probably give you the bouquet before. And you would probably lick her feet. Would you lick her toe? Just like a little.
If it's something she was into.
Look at that.
No, don't act like you're into consensual sex, Lee.
Fuck you.
Hunk, you haven't made me do a big fucking belly cackle in a minute. That was literally so fucking funny. I almost just farted. That was so fucking funny. Ew, his eyes rolled back when I said fart. Ouch! Okay. But seriously, get up off the fucking ground and stop talking about yourself. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting fucking tired of this. Okay. Still to this day, I'm that same dateless loser. Do you draw anime? Okay. Better hair.
If you do, stop.
She does.
Does she?
I don't know.
Oh.
Tell us. Better hair. 1 second. We still have more to go. Okay. Better hair, makeup, and style, but no matter my weight, it still hasn't happened. Been steadfastly single, with the exception of dating someone for a couple of weeks to a few months here and there. Only the losers are super into me. Well, look at how you're talking about yourself. Okay.
Yeah. Girl, you are going in.
I know you're being really fucking mean to yourself.
It
and you need
sounds like
to stop.
she's just a little thick and insecure about
No,
it.
so we don't know if she's a little. And even if she is, it doesn't matter. It gives a fuck.
Send us pictures and we'll tell you for real what's that. No, I'm just kidding. No, but here's the thing. But send us pictures because here's the thing. You're being way too fucking hard on yourself. You should see what Gabby sees on her For You page. I'm sure you're not that. Okay.
Whoa, that was really
I
mean.
feel you though. I feel you. It can once you're in your head and like negative spiraling like
Yeah.
that. It's hard.
This
to get
is
out of.
honestly, you and I speak so meanly about ourselves, and this is like also just like
I know
hearing
you're like calling yourself a fat loser, girl. Don't do
shut
that.
the fuck up, and then you're like, well, the losers like me.
There are so many, and here's the thing: there are so many fucking fat losers out there who are assholes and have the highest self-esteem. And I don't even mean like fat, overweight. I mean they just carry themselves like big fat fucking assholes.
You could
So
literally have an 8-pack and you could still be a fat fucking loser if you're a fucking.
You could
rude
literally
jerk.
be fucking. You could be what's eating Gilbert Grape mom and be hot and have the highest self-esteem. It's all a fucking mindset.
It is a mindset. Oh my God. You're honestly welcome for us vibe checking you.
And
you're pissing me off.
that's on literally, what is it called? Body
dysmorphia.
No, not body. When you celebrate your body.
Oh, wait, dissociation? Wait. What? What'd you just say? When you separate your body?
When you celebrate your body.
Oh,
What's it called?
Oh, body positivity.
Body positivity. This is a Bopo podcast now.
Huh.
Bopo.
Okay.
Bopo. I've never heard Bopo.
Yeah, it's Bopo. Okay.
I know I made it up.
We're making merch. Okay. Only losers are super into me. We're talking Okay. We're talking.
A Bopo
Wait.
podcast.
Okay, Lily. Okay. We're talking.
A Bopo podcast
You
for fat
guys!
losers. Yeah.
Let me finish this fucking story.
All right.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. We're talking losers who don't drive in LA. Okay, well now you pissed me off. Okay.
Because she's a fucking loser who doesn't drive.
Bitch. It's called a DUI and epilepsy.
It's really just
And it's
called epilepsy.
Gabby drives me around.
I have
Literally
2 DUIs and look at me. I'm fucking on the
But
streets.
you don't have epilepsy. Okay,
know,
you fucking wish you did. Okay, we're don't drive in LA. We're driving and having a car. Such important things. But well, maybe you're just kind of superficial. Live with their big titty mommies. Okay, well now you're being okay. Care too much about what their parents think and let them dictate how they live their lives. Barely employed or not at all. No ambition. Bare minimum all the way, etc. The guys I've actually dated didn't last and never took me out where their friends might be. You don't want to be around their friends.
Yeah, you don't.
No, yeah, if you don't like the guy you're with, why would you go, hey, let me see some more of this. Bring me to the watering hole.
Let me see the other worst parts of you.
Let's go to home base. No, we don't need to do that. Okay.
The watering hole. It's really funny.
Never called me their girlfriend.
Love.
And always okay, good, because they know that they suck. Always gave the illusion to the world that they're single and available. I blame that stupid dance. Girl. Okay. It was
It all comes back to home.
This is like the people that do shoot up schools. They're like, if you would have been nice to me at the dance, then I wouldn't have had to take a machete to the 5th grade class. It's like, girl, okay, you got to release this. Okay. Don't shoot me up, please. Okay. The guys I dated never asked me to be their girlfriend. I blame that stupid dance. It was cursed. But don't worry about me. I have tons of friends and an friends with benefits. And no, we will never get together because he's in an open marriage and our values are too different and he's not my type. Okay, so you're fucking
somebody that you hate.
You're fucking a swinging racist. So anyway, your podcast helps me get through my new job. And will Honk Harper and Hentai Lee just fuck already? Wait, what? Was that him unsending DMs at 2 a.m.? I don't know if there's been any updates. I started listening to the show from the beginning to survive moments at work, so I'm behind. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay, you are a haunted cunt. It's not because you're ugly. It's because you're a fucking weird ass cunt. Oh my God.
My butthole just dropped out of my body.
Is this the same girl? She DMs me. She's like, ask Harper out already?
Yeah, name dropper on the podcast.
Oh, he's gonna edit it out.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that you have all this bad luck because you were on MySpace and you probably reposted one of those bulletins that was like, if you don't repost this bulletin in a day, you're going to be, you have bad luck for the rest of your life.
Yeah, or
so fucking funny.
And
or
she
like
didn't
those
repost
text
it. Yeah, because you didn't send it out to 10 people. And that's why you're cursed.
That is why you're cursed.
That's so funny.
You think it's the dance. It actually is MySpace or maybe like a holiday group text that you didn't send. Or maybe you stepped on too many cracks.
Those
in the
chain
sidewalk.
emails.
The chain emails.
Yeah, on AOL.
Girl, here's the thing. Stop fucking talking about yourself like that.
And stop talking about me like that because I'm not going to fuck Lee with love and light.
I hope. I mean, here's the thing. My brain, I'm a little bit brain dead right now. I just
slide into my DMs.
slide into Lee's DMs.
Yeah, Lee will fuck you.
I'll fuck
for
you.
sure.
Lee will fuck you for sure. Yeah, don't talk about yourself like that because what you end up doing is you end up manifesting. Words have power, and when you're like repeating something over and over, and we've had to talk about this, like
That's
when we
the
tell
energy
jokes
that you're drawing to yourself.
like when we tell jokes on stage that are like too self-deprecating, and you repeat that over and over and over, you're affirming that.
Well,
so
it's
you
like
need to
you got to change.
mix up again, it's about creating your own reality. And right now you are creating the reality of like, oh, I'm this poor fucking dirty cum pig and only assholes want to come and lie with me in the major. It's like, okay, girl, I don't know what's going on, but you need to like clean it up, let prom go. We can't go back in time.
Well, it's also that thing of like, you might be addicted to telling yourself that story. And so it's like you're only like you're subconsciously looking for relationships that are going to validate your low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And we all fucking do that. And it's sometimes you don't even notice that you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I also had something else to say and I completely forgot. But yeah, don't. It's like when we're on stage and we're like, we think we're not doing well. So we're like, okay, you guys fucking hate me. Oh, fuck me. Okay, yeah, I suck at comedy. Like comics will like tear themselves apart on stage. And in front of an audience, and then the audience starts believing it. And then they're like, well, fuck you then. Yeah, you are not good and you are not funny. We don't like you. So like that's essentially what you're doing to yourself when you talk about yourself like that. Not to make you feel bad, but
we're not trying to make you feel bad. It's
don't
just
talk about yourself like that.
And I called you a cunt in jest. It's like kind of like saying, hey girl. But anyways, so it's like, basically like I feel like we just kind of unpacked it for you. We're not trying to be mean. We're just trying to be like
it was me. It was you loved her until she started saying that.
Here's the thing.
You should fuck me.
Go get yourself.
And then you're 100% against her.
And I know how to take care of this.
So here's the thing. When you bring up that, you have to remember that Lee's delicate, and then you're rubbing salt in his constantly open wound every time. And Lee has to edit these episodes. Like, it's not like we just come here for 4 hours. Lee has to sit for another 8 hours on top of these hours and just edit. And it's just a constant reminder of the pussy he couldn't have. And so when you bring this
Jesus
up,
Christ.
you're hurting him. So stop hurting Lee. Stop hurting yourself.
And here's the thing, ladies, that I want you to remember. If you feel like you're not good enough, if you have a complex and you feel like you're ugly, hey, get your nose done. Get your lips done. Get some hair extensions. Get a BBL. Work out. Get your fucking tits done. Change your entire appearance. Watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Adapt one of their personalities. And then you will be 100% fuckable. So what I'm saying is completely change who you are.
Kris Jenner has a masterclass. Gabby may or may not have watched it. And
What's wrong with you? You didn't like that advice?
I love that advice.
Because it's true.
That's the clip this week.
Because
I'm tagging Andrew Tate.
And make sure to tag Kris Kardashian. Kris Jenner. I'm sorry.
Whoever she is.
Whoever the fuck she is. Tag her because if there's anything she's taught us, it's that women need to absolutely change what they look like to be acceptable by society's
if it's not working, why are you sitting around and crying? Go get a job.
Yeah, stop crying. Stop sitting around being like, I'm fat and ugly. Get a BBL.
Well,
spend all of your money on yourself. Make yourself
the BBL's starting to go out because I guess like if too many people got it, and so now like they always have to be like
right.
doing stuff. So at first it was the BBL because that was unattainable, and then everyone started getting $25,000 to go get that. And so then they said, "Oh, I got you. Now I'm starving." So you know what? Find out how long the human body can go without food. Yeah. Double it.
Anorexic is back in style.
It's back in style.
Develop an eating disorder.
Get kind of mangy.
Yes. Yeah. So we hope that helps.
Yeah. Are we done or are we good?
Last story.
We'll go on the last story. So we have actually a lot more stories left, but
I know. We'll save that for a little catch up. Someone just messaged me saying, the rape jokes keep me going. I swear. I've been raped so many times.
Shut up.
The more rapes, the more funny this is. Fuck you.
And we do have a bunch more left over. We'll get to those eventually, like next time we do a catch up. So thank you guys for taking your time and emailing us. Here's our closing story. Hey, honkers. So I have a prom story. I was 15. I was a 15-year-old sophomore dating a 17-year-old senior named William. Yes, this is his real name. Use it. I don't care. He's a bitch. Well, don't worry, girl. There's only about 557 million Williams that exist, so it's okay. We went on a double date, but you probably I do know a girl who named her baby Balthazar.
Really?
Yes.
Was she on bath salts?
I don't know.
Or
But they call him Bali for short. And I'm like, you can't.
Well, that's almost worse.
This is also the real name app. This has been nothing but real names.
Yeah,
all
nothing but
episode.
real names.
Okay, we went on a double date at prom with my best friend Rachel and her boyfriend at the time. Still friends with Rachel. Love her to death. Thanks for that detail.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I needed it.
Rachel lost her phone, and William went on a journey to find it.
Okay.
And while he's gone finding her phone, me and Rachel are looking at each other like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, it wasn't that serious. Well, I mean, she lost her phone.
It sounds like you guys are being a little,
She did lose her phone. I would be like, fuck, they're kind of
especially
important.
like being young, like that. Yeah,
Also, it's kind of nice that he went and looked for it. I don't know.
Just kind of being like a gentleman.
Yeah. And he should have let Rachel's date get a chance to try and find it. Okay, well, that's okay. I get that. So William's a little bit too invested in Rachel right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was just like nervous and I don't know. Anyway, also, William said that Rachel was hot a few weeks before prom. LOL. Okay, well, yeah. So now we're seeing what's going on. William wants to fuck Rachel.
He wants to deep ticker.
He wants to deep dicker. And later that night, when I confronted him about it, he said, "Wow, you've ruined my whole night." Okay, you know what? William is a bitch. You're
All
right.
right. You know what?
You're right.
All right.
What, bitch? Anyway, our prom was beautiful. We were on a yacht in Frisco. Okay, Ms.
Okay.
Wow.
Rich. It is
It's giving upper
elite.
class.
It is. Also, that was my only prom experience because my junior and senior year, we were in COVID. Oh, so you're young.
Oh.
Jeez.
We got a little baby.
Oh, wow, you're young. Right. But are you even 21? Maybe you are. Also, he was gross and cheated on me all the time. Ha! But that's a story for another time.
Probably
So-
not. I think she's probably just graduated. If her senior prom was in COVID.
Yeah,
You-
she's probably like 19 or something.
Yeah.
So
then she
you
sent
sent us
some
pictures of you.
Oh.
You look cute. You are very young. Lucky you, girl. Revel in it. Honestly.
It's so
wear
interesting how like when
sunscreen.
we're young, we want to like be old so bad, and then you start becoming old, and you're like, let me cling to my youth.
William looks like a fucking turd. He looks like he's going to be a really bad car salesman.
Let me see this fucking weasel.
So I got in
this
a
whole fuck.
fight once for looking for a girl's phone.
Oh
So
my god, she's so cute, and
He's
looks
giving
like
bad
my Matthew
vibes.
Uncle Rick.
So
Oh, okay.
I was at a party in high school and it was senior year and I was at a party and I was just sitting on the couch and then this girl came over and sat and then she got up and left and then this sketchy dude sits down for a second and then he gets up and leaves and then the girl comes back and she's like, "Hey, did you see my cell phone over here?" I'm like, "Oh, that dude must have seen it on the couch and picked it up." And then he went straight outside. So I follow him outside and I'm like, "Yo, dude, I think you might have picked up a cell phone that wasn't yours." And then they call it and it's ringing in his pocket. And so I'm just like, "Just give me the phone. Like, you're caught. So it's no big deal. Like, just give it to me though." And then his like friend comes over and starts punching me in the face.
What?
Yeah, and then we get in a fight, and there's a whole party full of my friends, and I'm getting my ass kicked in the
Please.
driveway.
That's really funny.
And he like hockey jerseys me and like slams me in the car and starts kicking me, and then all because of this stupid phone with this girl I didn't even know. And then my friends come out and they're like, "What?" And I'm standing up and I'm putting myself back together. I'm like, "Where the fuck were you guys?" And he turns out he was selling weed for this dude that my friend sold weed for, and he made them come back and apologize.
Lee, do you ever think
for
that maybe you
fighting me.
deserve these things?
Do you think
Yeah,
that might
I
have
think
been
I do.
karma for shitting in your girlfriend's apartment when she wasn't home and leaving
No,
the turd in
you
there?
know what it is karma for?
What?
What all of this is my whole all bad luck I have since high school
Yeah.
is for having sex with my ex while I dated this other girl for a year.
That is bad karma.
That is bad karma.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What do you think you have bad karma from?
Oh God. I don't know if I want to say. I
Oh,
did
dark.
something. I did something really fucking shitty, and it was out of jealousy, and it was really pity, and it was weak, and it was mean, and I still feel really guilty about it to this day.
Just tell
Fuck.
us. Tell
Okay.
us.
I believe I was in middle school. This had to have been like 8th grade or maybe 7th grade. And there was this girl, and I joked about it publicly one time, and she saw like the clip of it, and she was like, "That was you," and she was really hurt. And I was like, "Fuck, I'm so sorry." But okay, so there was this girl, and she was really beautiful, and she would get on the bus every morning, and she was really obnoxious. But I can't tell if she actually was really obnoxious, or if I just was like really jealous of her, so I hated her. But like everyone, because I was like this weird, awkward like fuckhead, and so whatever. But she would get on the bus. I remember one time she gets on the bus, and it was after summer, and she wouldn't shut the fuck up about how she got her haircut in Paris. And she would get on the bus, and she would talk, and she was really excited. And she's like, "Yeah, and that's why I like it has these layers, because I got it cut in Paris."
Oh my God, that's so funny. You're literally Regina George.
So what I did was one day she gets on the bus, and she's, talking about her Parisian haircut, and I stick gum in her hair.
Stop.
I feel it was that's I think the meanest thing I think I've ever done. And I did it too because I was trying to like show off for like, because I had made like a little friend group. And so like,
you're trying to be cool. I was
always like the shy little nice girl. Like I didn't do shit like this, but then like I kind of like, it was like that validation seeking thing. I kind of like, it's around the age I started like kind of realizing like, oh, I can kind of like do things for attention and whatever. But it's regardless of the excuse, it was disgusting that I did that. And then anyway, so I put it in, and immediately I felt so bad. So we're getting off the bus, and she touches her hair, and she's like, "Did someone put gum in my hair?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'll take you to the bathroom. I'll help you get it out." So then I went to the bathroom with her and this other girl, and I helped her get the gum out of her hair that I put in. And she was crying, and it was really sad and really mean. And I helped her get it out. And then like years later, she found out that I did it, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so fucking sorry."
That is pretty brutal.
You are a rotten bitch.
You are a sociopathic cunt. So
where's your karma from?
I've never done anything that horrific. I don't know where my bad karma. If I have bad karma, it's from. I feel like it would be from like stealing things when I was little, and like not owning up to it.
No, you think of something that you did that was like fucking shitty.
So I have a compound onto my bad karma.
Yeah.
Is like a year later after this, I ruined this girl, broke her heart. She found me cheating on her, and I had never stopped sleeping with my ex the whole year that we were together.
Yeah, it's shitty.
It was super shitty. And I would see.
You probably broke that girl's heart.
I broke this girl's little heart.
Oh.
And then a year later, her mom died.
I'm gonna put gum in your hair. Full disclosure, I'm gonna put gum in your hair.
And I was like, and then she used to call me like late at night, and when she was in college, and just like yell at me, and I would just let her yell at me.
She was brokenhearted. Did you care when she was yelling at you?
No, I deserved it.
You felt like you deserved it?
Yeah, I felt like I was just like, let her get this out.
Do you regret it now?
100%. Oh, 100%.
Really? Okay.
It was so mean. And like,
were you doing it to her like on purpose too?
Oh, I was just still in love with this other girl, and she was like dating somebody else too.
Fuck. See, that's why it's so important to handle your fucking emotional business before getting with someone else.
It's so painful to be that.
That was high school though?
That was high school.
That was high school.
That was junior year.
If I was to ever have bad karma for anything, it would be cheating in relationships. Or one time, the thing that I think I feel most guilty about was when my mom's rich friend secretly gave me $100 to give to my mom. Like my mom and I were going to Target. Mm-hmm. My mom's friend gave me $100 and she was like, when you go to pay, like, I want you to pay for it with this. Mm-hmm. And I didn't. And I kept the $100 and then I went and spent it on my own. And then my mom's friend found out and was just so fucking pissed off. And it kind of haunts me still. Like, it damaged our relationship, I feel like.
Oh, really? How did you recover from that? Or
I don't remember. Didn't? My mom and I didn't speak for a while. She was really upset.
Oh, shit.
I know. That was shitty. But.
All right, this has been tea time.
Yeah, see you guys later.
All right.
If you guys want to join our Patreon, please fucking do it. We love you. There's extra content on there. We talk a lot more extra shit.
We do uncensored shit on there.
And we have 3 tiers: the $5 poor tier, the $10 middle class tier, and the $20 elite. You are rich. You have a yacht. You're hanging out with Beyonce and Jay-Z in Greece. That's the elite honk.
It's scientifically proven you won't get cheated on if you are an elite honk.
Yeah. So for the $10 tier, guess what? You want to know what you get? You get can leave us a voicemail. We give you a personal number. You can leave us a voicemail. We will play it on the podcast. You have access to all of our live show recordings, which there will, of course, be many, 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 many more of in the future. And they are fun. And you get first access to merch drops, which we have coming, I think, in 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, very soon.
Yes.
And then for our elite honk, you can, same thing as the honking off. You can leave us you can leave us a voicemail. You can FaceTime us. You get an exclusive email address. Your story gets VIP treatment. You can decide what topics we're going to do. Topic requests,
which we would love to hear more of. If you're a top tier honk and you want to make a topic request, and just think of like the best story that you have, and then give us that topic, and then we can revolve the whole week around you and your story.
Yes,
Love it.
Merch discounts, and we'll think that you're hot.
And follow us on Instagram and subscribe where you listen.
You guys,
and all
please
that.
follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube
Share,
so we can
comment,
get out of this Andrew Tate K-hole that we got ourselves into.
Yeah, so I just want to put out a shout out, everybody who's listening only. If you could also just go and subscribe to our YouTube. I know you don't listen. You don't join us on YouTube, and it's fine. This is a great audio podcast, but we really need subscribers on YouTube to straighten our algorithm out. So we'd really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm DMing 2 of you right now. LOL.
And
Okay.
I'm reading a story about Bella Porch.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for listening. I feel self-conscious about that gum story, but I did help her get it out of her hair, and I still feel bad about it to this day. Okay. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Yeah.
Bye.